Hey, what's up guys? This is Zach from Z-Boot Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the Nike Hypervenom Phantom. As most of you know, this is Nike's newest cleat. They brought on this cleat to replace the T90 series, and I just want to start by saying that I really like what Nike did with this cleat. I think it's a great cleat, except for I had some durability issues with it. But with that being said, let's get on to the full review. I want to start by talking about the upper. On this cleat, Nike has their new Nike Skin synthetic upper, and it is really soft. It's really pliable. Right out of the box, it feels absolutely amazing, and after a couple uses, it feels even better. The one question I might have is, is it too soft? Because I did notice some rollover in the foot on really hard cuts, and as I found out pretty quickly, it actually rips really easily. I'll show some photos of that in a minute, and I'll talk about that later when I talk about the durability. But it also stretches a lot because it's so soft, which, depending on your foot type, could be a good or a bad thing. If you have really wide feet, it might stretch to accommodate your foot, but if you have narrower feet, it might stretch to the point where you can't tie them tight enough, especially because the lacing doesn't go that deep into the foot. So if you have really narrow feet, you may have a hard time tying these tight. But if it wasn't for the durability issues, this might be my favorite synthetic on the market. Before I wore these cleats, I would have definitely said it was Kangolite. But after wearing these, I definitely say these give Kangolite a run for their money. But because of the durability issues, I don't think that I don't think it can overtake Kangolite for my favorite. As you can see, it has an off-centered lacing, and you've got a really nice, clean striking surface, and it feels absolutely amazing to hit shots in this cleat. And yeah, the first touch is great, and we'll move on to the outsole. Alright, for the outsole, it's pretty similar to the Vapor 9 outsole, with the toe pick, and then a lot of the studs are just in the same spots as they are in the Vapor 9. There are obviously some added studs, and I actually like this outsole better than the outsole on the Mercurial Vapor 9, just because I feel like I got better traction, and you still had more maneuverability once you were in the ground with the conical studs. And the outsole, it is really hard, it's really stiff, it's hard to bend, and you can hear it. That sounds a lot different than most outsoles. And it's really stiff out of the box, but after a couple of uses, it loosens up a little bit, and it's not as bad. It's still stiff, but not quite as bad. And this split toe design, as far as I can tell, it does absolutely nothing. Couldn't feel a difference in hand or on feet. Not something I think you're really going to notice. Moving on to the insole. It's a pretty standard insole for a lightweight cleat. As you can see, it's perforated, and on the bottom it's got the outline of the split toe design. Again, I don't think that would do anything either, but I guess it kind of looks cool if you ever look at the bottom of your insole. But I don't really have that many problems with this insole. It's not the most padded insole, and so it's not my favorite. But I did have a little bit of, I'd slip on cuts inside the shoe because it's not sticky, and there's nothing in the tiempos, nothing like that to hold your foot in place. And then I actually had the insole slide backward in the shoe, just a little bit, not as much as on the Vapor 9, but just a little bit. And this insole actually reminded me of the one in the Vapor 9. So that's just something you might want to watch out for. And that's another kind of durability issue, I guess. But now we'll start talking about durability. The durability on these cleats is not good. I actually got 2 pairs. I originally got, well, I'm not sure if this is one of the original ones or not, but I originally got a pair and they ripped, and this is the first pair that ripped. You can see they ripped right here. I'll post some closer images of that. And then I called soccer.com where I got them, and they sent me a replacement pair, and they ripped. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but there's a rip starting there, and then the plastic at the toe is actually bent. Like, it's not just normal separation, the actual plastic is bent. So, yeah. So I would say durability is not very good for these. And then there's also the issue I talked about with the insole. And the insole, it's not a big deal. It's just, I found it a little bit uncomfortable because it doesn't slip back much. But I could feel it, and so there's just a little bit of an edge. And so I just don't think that's something you should be feeling in a pair of cleats that's this expensive. And so, would I recommend this cleat to a friend? It's something I'm actually kind of torn on, because when it works and when it's not breaking, I absolutely love these cleats. And they have about the best touch out of any cleat, any synthetic cleat I've ever owned. And I don't know, but at the same time, they're not durable. I had 2 pairs and both times the upper ripped. And so maybe if you're playing in a league where you know you won't get stepped on, or you know you won't be going in really hard on tackles and stuff like that, maybe then you want to get them. But if you're playing in a league where you know you won't be going into those tackles, maybe you don't want to spend $200 on a pair of cleats. So those are just my thoughts. On the whole, really liked them. Not so much after they ripped, because that should not happen in a $200 pair of shoes. Oh, and just to give a timeline, the first pair ripped after 3 uses, and the second pair I think ripped after 2 weeks. No, 1 week. So I had 2 pairs, and in 2 weeks I'd ripped both. So yeah, that's the review. Please leave a like, please subscribe. I'm thinking about doing, like, if I get to 100 subscribers, I'm thinking about doing like a $50 gift card giveaway at 100 subscribers. Maybe it'll be more, we'll see. And so yeah, please like, please subscribe, and check me out on Twitter and Facebook at ZBootReviews. Alright guys, these are just a few pictures that I uploaded to give you a sense of what the rips really looked like. And these first couple pictures you see are all from the first shoe. And as you can see, the rip isn't huge, but I definitely didn't appreciate it. And in this next photo, you can see that the kind of white dot in the middle of the rip is actually my finger. And in these photos, this is actually the second shoe. And again, not a huge hole, but not appreciated. And this is actually where the plastic at the toe bent. Alright guys, that's it for the review. Be sure to check out the rest of the videos on my channel. Leave a like, subscribe. Check me out on Twitter and Facebook at ZBootReviews. And thank you for watching.